Hi everyone! For today's craft, we're going to be doing African animals. So let's actually start first with the language cards that Caitlin sent out.
Lions are often called the kings of the jungle, and for good reason. These are some big cats. They live in groups called prides, and while we usually think of the males of being in charge, the female lions actually do all the hunting. You can tell the difference between a male and a female by a male's mane. Elephants are the largest land mammals on all of the earth. They are bigger than your car. Elephant families are called herds, and they are mostly made up of females with a few male calves. They are known for their big ears, gray, wrinkly skin, tusks, and of course, their trunk. They use their trunk to help them drink, grab food, touch, and communicate. Elephants are herbivores, which means they only eat plants, fruits, and vegetables. Giraffes are the tallest mammal. Their legs alone are 6 feet tall, which is about as tall as your mom and dad. Giraffes are known for their long necks, but they also have really long tongues. Giraffe families are called towers, and they get most of their water from the leaves that they eat from trees. Zebras are known for their black and white stripes. No two zebras have the same stripes. Did you know that zebras are related to horses and donkeys? Zebras mostly graze on grass for their food. Rhinoceros, also known as rhinos, actually means horn nose. Their horns are made up of something called keratin, which is what makes up our nails and hair. Rhinos are the second biggest mammals after elephants. They are herbivores and live in groups called crashes. Leopards are another big cat. Some leopards are spotted like this one, and those spots are called rosettes. They also hunt and eat meat like lions, but they don't live in big groups, but rather tend to be alone. Hippopotamus means river horse, and we often just call them hippos. Hippos spend most of their time in water, but they can run very fast on land. They tend to eat mostly grass, and their families are called bloats. Hyenas are known for their bark that sounds like a laugh. Though they are smaller than the big cats like the lion and leopard, hyenas are great hunters. They also scavenge for food, meaning they'll eat the leftovers that animals like the lions leave behind. Hyenas live in a group called clans. Wildebeests are big herbivores that are actually related to animals like cows and antelope. They are known for making their great migration every year in search of grass to eat. Gorillas are the largest primate on Earth. Humans are primates too. Gorillas have feet and hands with opposable thumbs, just like us. They live in small groups called bands. Gorillas are mostly herbivores and eat plants, but sometimes they will eat insects too.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing is making 3 different animals that we just saw with our hands. We're going to be making the lion, the elephant, and the giraffe. So here are all of the materials that we are going to need. We're going to need your child's hand. We're going to need paint, preferably some gray, yellow, brown, orange, black, maybe a little bit of white paper, cardboard, and that's all. Okay, let's get to it. All right, for our first animal, we are going to be making a lion. So what the first thing we're going to do is a little prep work. We're going to draw a nice lion's mane. Now I'm just going to make mine kind of like a flower shape, nice and simple today. So I drew that with my marker on a little spare piece of cardboard. Going to cut it out. Now I have a cute little lion's mane.
Our next step will be to paint your child's hand multiple times.
I started off with my lion print, so I picked a nice golden color. Make sure to paint your child's hand thoroughly and go ahead and press it nice and firm onto the piece of paper. In between each color that you'll be using for the different animals, we recommend having a sudsy bowl next to you with a towel so that you can just rinse at the table, wipe off, and move on. After the lion, I mixed black and white to make a gray color for my elephant. I had enough paint to make 2 elephants. Again, make sure to press your child's hand down nice and firm. If your child's fingerprints don't connect to the palm, don't be afraid to add a little bit of paint in between. After the elephant, I moved on to my giraffe. Make sure that you can try and push your child's thumb up nice and high because the thumb becomes the neck. While your child's handprints are drying, go ahead and paint the circle onto the lion's mane for its face. After that, let it dry and draw on a face onto the circle. I used tape to attach my mane to my lion's body. After this, I took my marker and drew eyes, ears, tails, and tusks on my elephants. I also drew a face on my giraffe. Then I took some brown paint and I added it to the tail of my lion, as well as some spots on the giraffe, and its hoofs, and a little tail and neck color. Then, because giraffes eat the tall tree leaves with their long neck, I painted a tree with leaves. Here is my final product of my lion, 2 elephants, and a giraffe eating the tall leaves off of a tree. I hope you and your child enjoy this fun craft.